Hey everyone, welcome to the vlog for Thursday, July 5th, 2012, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys my PS2 collection, so without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we've got Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies. So I got this game because one of my cousins got a 3-pack of games, and she didn't want this one, so she gave it to me. It's pretty fun. I mean, I'm not much into, aerial combat, but it's still pretty fun, so that's good, I guess. Next up, we've got, how do I do this? Okay, next up we've got Crash Nitro Kart. When I was little and I had a PS1, I really enjoyed the Crash Bandicoot series, so I thought this would be like CTR racing, but it is nothing like that. It's okay, it's not the best game on the PS2, obviously. Next up, we've got Destroy All Humans and Destroy All Humans 2. I got Destroy All Humans 2 first, and then I got Destroy All Humans, but when I was little, I played this game a ton, as you can see, because it was $35 used, and no PS2 games are $35 used at GameStop anymore. But anyway, so I went and got this when I was little, and I was like, this first one sucks, the second one's only good. So now I'm kind of going back, and I just got this one, and I'm playing through it right now, actually. I actually like the first one better now than I do the second one. I think the HUD is a lot easier to, tell what's going on than it is on the second one, but that's just my opinion, so. But great games, these two, so if you have an Xbox or a PS2, I highly recommend it, or the first one is available through Xbox Classics, so or Xbox Original on Xbox Live, so you can download it there too if you want. Next up, in this generic blockbuster case, we've got Final Fantasy X-2. I never played it, so moving right along, we've got Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. I'm not a big driving person. My dad thought this looked really cool, so he bought it, and it's meh at best. Guitar Hero Aerosmith. I saw it at a thrift shop for $2 or something with the guitar, and I'm like, I like Guitar Hero. I don't like Aerosmith though, so yay. Next up, we've got Harvest Moon: Save the Homeland. This was my first Harvest Moon game, and I'm pretty sure this is complete because it's pretty heavy. Yep, it is. Okay. I watched some videos of this on YouTube or on IGN when I was little, and I'm like, this looks awesome, so I went out and I bought it. It's okay, just as with all Harvest Moons, it's pretty boring, but, if you like that sort of thing, it would be good, I guess. Okay, next up, we've got pretty much the 3 best games ever released on the PS2, in my opinion. I had all 3 of them when I was little, but unfortunately, the first one I sold back to GameStop and had to buy it again, and now it's the greatest hits, but, yeah. So here we go. We've got the Jak and Daxter trilogy. So I got the first one I think it was bundled with my PS2 when I first got it, and I thought it looked kind of stupid, but my cousin started playing it, and we absolutely fell in love with this game, and when the second and third ones came out, we had to play it. The first one I sold back to GameStop when I needed money, probably for some Wii games or something, and unfortunately I had to buy it again, and it's the greatest hits. But the most amazing thing about getting this game is that this was used, and it was at Best Buy, and this just shows you, literally this looks new. It even has the map in there, so, this thing is pristine. So if you ever want a used game, go to Best Buy for it. And then came Jak 2. This is my original copy from when I was a small little wee lad. And, I like I don't know, a lot of people don't like the direction it went in. I kind of liked it. I liked Jak 2 the best just because it had that huge city that you could roam around in and pretty much do anything you wanted. Jak 3, I'm not as big a fan of because of the environment. I don't really like the, desert setting, I guess. The town even is kind of ew. But I haven't gotten that far into it, and I haven't seen my cousin get that far into it just by looking at the screenshot. Obviously, you go back to the city, so that's good. Next up, we've got Gem Pack. If you don't know what these are, thank God you don't, but they used to give these out, like, for, apparently they didn't give them out $5, and they're like, you can play all these demos that you can download for free now. So, this is demos of a bunch of games. I mainly bought it because it had the video of Jak 2 before it came out, and I was excited, so... yeah, but War of the Monsters looks, I played this demo so much, it's so much fun, I really want to get that game. Next up, we've got Sonic Heroes. If you watched my GameCube collection, you know the story behind this, but for anyone that didn't, basically, when I was little, Blockbuster had a summer rental program that was like, oh, you could pay $30 or whatever, and then get as many game rentals as you wanted for the whole summer, and they did a similar thing with movies. So, that summer I had a PS2, I think it was my first summer with the PS2, and literally the entire summer this was the only game I rented, and I ended up buying it for the PS2 before the GameCube, but I just, like, this game I was in love with, and I honestly think the PS2 version is actually harder, because I can beat the GameCube version no problem, but the Chaos Emeralds in this version seem to move faster than the ones in the GameCube version. It might just be a bug or a frame rate thing, I don't know, but they seem to. Next up, we've got Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. A lot of people really like this game. I gave it a shot. I'm not such a big fan. I just don't like the one-hit kills, but the art style and the gameplay itself is pretty good. Just not for me, really. Next up, we've got another series that I love. We've got Ratchet & Clank and Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, which still has the GameStop sticker. It feels complete, so this is probably complete. I had all three of the PS2 originals when I was a child, a wee lad. The PS2 is my third or fourth system, so, but it was definitely my most played until I got my GameCube. But anyway, so yeah, I liked these when I was a kid, but I sold them back to GameStop for Wii or whatever games. So, here they are again without the third one. I need to get that one at some point. Next up, we've got Spider-Man 2. I really, really liked this game. It was a lot of fun roaming around the open world. I'm not a big Spider-Man fan, but it was a fun game, so. Next up, we've got Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. After playing Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2 on the GameCube, I thought this would be something different. No, it's not. It's just Super Monkey Ball 2 with some levels thrown in from Super Monkey Ball 1 and put on the PS2 and Xbox. It's like the same game. So, yeah, if you have 1 and 2, you don't need this unless you really want to play it on your PS2. Next up, we've got Tak and the Power of Juju. A lot of people skip over this game thinking it's nothing, and I haven't played it for a while, ever since I was little and I first got it, but from what I remember, this game was actually really, really fun, so, if you have this in your collection, I know a lot of people buy, like, multi-packs, or they get these, and they're like, I don't want this, just give it a shot, because it was fun when I was a kid. I haven't played it recently, though, like I said. Next up, we've got Thrillville. In this Blockbuster case, they were having a closing sale, so, fun game. It's Thrillville, you know. And then, finally, we've got, this is also from Blockbuster, X-Men, the official game, which did not play, so. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's my, PS2 collection. Let's move it back into frame here, yeah. So that's my PS2 collection, easily my most played system hour-wise, except the DS, even though it's not my favorite of all time. But anyway, so yeah, leave your comments below of what PS2 games you suggest, and, yeah. Anyway, that was the vlog for Thursday, July 5th, 2012, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.